Welcome to the Canadian Opera Company's 2015-16 season and another installment of Inside Opera. I'm Nikita Gorski. Verdi's powerful social critique is about a high society courtesan, Violetta, who falls in love with Alfredo, a man from a respectable middle-class background. But the problem for a woman like Violetta is 19th century Paris is a split reality. On the one hand, it's a world of lavish pleasure that embraces and even requires her profession to exist. And on the other, it's a culture of moral hypocrisy that rejects her right to love Alfredo as an equal. Working together with the show's director, Aaron Arbus, costume designer Cait O'Connor depicts Violetta's fractured world through a highly interdisciplinary approach. She draws on diverse strands to create costumes that illustrate the decadence of the age, both the beauty and the emptiness of its pretensions. Let's take a look at how her work is bringing this Traviata to life.
We went way over the top Baroque, but it's all through the lens of 1860. The world that Violetta lives in and Flora, it's more like a costume designer. You know, you're inviting someone into the world that they're excited about. Yeah. So that's why it was so great to keep the men in their black tails and stuff, because they're not participating in this event. But the women have gone crazy preparing for this and getting dresses made. They are creating a world of fantasy for men. So there'll be wings and tiaras and halos and madness and 18th century wigs, and then in Flora's it turns darker and grittier and beautiful, and it's a lot redder, and you know it gets a lot more animalistic. I think it's really beautiful.
What's your favorite?
I think the ball gowns are amazing, and they are amazing, and they took an incredible amount of work and an incredible amount of fabric and an incredible amount of trim. It's got to be upwards of 1,600 yards. But my favorite is this group of gypsies that sneak in, and they are made out of homemade clothes. They've picked something off the ground, they've tied it onto their waist, and they've borrowed a coat from their dad, and they've just sort of made their own costumes, which is really fantastic to do in the middle of this opulence. There's something incredibly touching about seeing people in different clothes through different periods and recognizing a familiar story of trying to be the perfect person in that space. And there's something both exotic and comforting about it, I think.
Verdi's masterpiece and Cait O'Connor's stunning costumes launched the Canadian Opera Company's 2015-16 season at the Four Seasons Centre from October 8th to November 6th. For more information and to buy tickets, visit coc.ca.